So I'm going to run through in CCC One today how to double check and see if you as the vendor are in the system, how to add yourself, and then how to double check that the live part, when you are writing an estimate, will show up and what that all entails. So on this screen, this is the main screen of CCC where estimates and repair orders sit. So you've got the owner name and then the vehicle information. First, you want to double check if the name of the vendor that you're wanting to look up is in the system. So you go to the top and think of two V's, Victor, view vendor. So you go into view and then vendors. And in there, a list of all the vendors that are available already in your system popping up will show up. So you can quickly double check and say, are they in here? So I'm going to use Shaw's as an example. It does look like Shaw's Team PRP is in here. However, we want to look for a Fenix yard. So let's look for a Fenix shop, and we've got Fenix Atlanta, and they're already activated as well. So that's good news. Now, let's look up somebody that maybe is not showing up yet. So Go Auto Recycling. I'm going to use them as an example. So they are in here, but let's go ahead and add a vendor that doesn't exist quite yet. So I'm going to just, for example's sake, I'm going to look up ABC. So here we go, ABC Auto Parts World, or Auto Parts is in here, and you always want to make sure, since you guys are a live vendor, this is just an example, this is not necessarily Phoenix Yard, you want a green bar next to it, and the green bar represents the live feed. So these are just the static feeds, but we're just going to add a part vendor in here so that later on you can test that example, but make sure there is a green bar. So in this example, it's not perfect. You always want the green bar next to it like we just saw in the Fenix Auto Parts Atlanta. I'm going to add it in. In addition to that, you might as well set yourself as a preferred vendor while you're in there. So you just scroll down a little bit on the page when you add yourself in as a vendor, and where it says not preferred, you might as well put preferred. And that says a little like orange goldish star on the vendor so that when they do write an estimate and parts pop up, it just gives you a really good visual aid for the shop to see that there's a star next to it, it's approved, somebody set it as a preferred vendor for recycled parts. Now they hit save. Now your vendor name is in the system. You have a green bar next to it. You want to double check that, even though that example was not a perfect example. And now you should be set up for live parts. You do want to reboot their CCC before you show them the estimating portion of it, because if you just added yourself and the green bar and the name was not already in there, it just needs to take a second to reboot. So let's pretend like we reboot. We're going to go ahead and just run through a quick estimate as an example. And so now that I'm in the estimating portion of the CCC, I'm going to go ahead and just add some front lamps and see what's available out there. So I double click on front headlamp. I'm going to drop it down and just one click on the right headlamp. Now every time you do this, you always want to just click once and make sure you hit compare. And the reason that's important is because it calls out to everything that is live in the system. So Pinnacle Yard, all the Phoenix yards are going to show up live, all pictures, but that only happens when you click compare. You do not want to click the button recycle, even though that makes more sense. You want to hit compare. So I'm going to go ahead and hit compare. And what it's doing within the zip code range that you have in CCC is it's calling to all the live part vendors, especially our Pinnacle customers and our Pinnacle yards that have those parts available, showing up all of their inventory information, their yard information, the pictures of the physical car at that yard, and you can run through and see the parts on the car and what the car looks like that you're getting that lamp off of or that door off of or whatever it is that you're quoting in CCC, you'll be able to see the pictures on the screen. Now, in this situation, you also want to make sure to, now it's going to go up here in the check mark, so it's just like any online shopping experience. where you're building a shopping cart and you later check out and send those orders electronically. I'm going to add one more just for fun. I just clicked one time on the left headlamp. I hit compare. Compare is where it's at. It's going to call to all the Pinnacle vendors in the area. Come back with what's available. Again, we've got more pictures. We've got more details of the vehicle it's coming off of. I'm going to add that to the estimate again. So I've got 2 parts on here that I'm going to buy directly from a Pinnacle yard. I go into my checkout box, and it gives me just a quick reminder of what I'm doing and what I'm going to buy. Right here, it's showing that I'm buying from Shaw's Auto Parts. It's showing that I'm getting these parts, these pictures, this bin, how much is it? Now, when I hit order on this screen, it directly goes into the Fenix Pinnacle system, fulfilling that order right then and there to the person who's going to be pulling the part either off the shelf or out of the car to get it to the body shop. And what's beautiful about that is that there is no human error at that point until it gets to the human at the yard that needs to grab it off the shelf or in the car. Now, at that point, when he does that, it goes directly into an area where the delivery driver gets it when it's been QC'd and the correct part has been put there to be delivered to the body shop. So at that moment, once you hit order from the body shop side and it's gone through the process of the parts pooler grabbing it, going through QC, quality check, and then also the delivery driver is now saying, I'm going to put it on my truck and deliver it to this collision shop. At that point, he hits a button, manifest, that basically says, I own this and I'm taking it to this body shop. That will show up in CCC in an area that the collision shops can double check instead of calling and saying, hey, is my part on the way? It will actually show up directly in there. You go up to the 3 lines up here, you go into parts, it's a parts dashboard, but draft invoices represent parts that have been invoiced, aka the manifest has been touched, and it's on the truck on its way to you. So there will not be a draft invoice showing up in CCC at the collision shop without somebody at Fenix, the delivery driver, saying, manifest, oops, I need this signed off once I do deliver it to the body shop, and that it is on its way. So the shop can look in here and see today's date and that Fenix has invoiced or press manifest, so it's on its way, it's on its truck, en route to me. And that's it. That's how simple it is.